And what we're going to do is I'm gonna come up with a remix to it. And in this particular remix, what I'm going to use is arcade. We're gonna come up with a bunch of different ways to create something, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a couple instances of arcade and then I'm going to show different ways to come up with something for it. So let's start with, let's go here, and I like Downtime, and let's see here, let's just start with the first one. That's pretty cool. I like that. TT, the manager, is on here. What's up, man? TT. Y'all give a big shout out to TT, the manager. That's my social media manager. Yeah, we give it up for TT. What's up, boo? She jumped on all the way out there in the far west. So I'm gonna take this right here. Now, this is cool, but what we doing is that we're gonna make it, flip it, and we're gonna make it all hours, right? So first thing I'm gonna do is I always try to reverse them. That's pretty cool. Let's see if that works though.
Loca, dice que estoy loca, pero a mí no me importa. Entra mi mente toca.
Oh, yep. That worked. I like that. So I'm gonna take her vocal down just a little bit so I can hear what's going on. We're gonna record that.
Loca, dice que estoy loca, pero a mí no me importa. Entra mi mente toca. Va, loca. Dice que soy loca, pero a mí no me importa. Entra mi mente toca, loca.
So there we go. So that's one way. You can reverse.
Loca, dice que estoy loca, pero a mí no me importa. Entra mi mente toca. Va, loca. Dice que soy loca.
So now what I want to do is I'm going to see what these macros do.
Loca, dice que estoy loca, pero a mí no.
That's a verb.
Loca, dice que estoy loca, pero a mí no me importa. Entra mi mente toca. Va, loca. Dice que soy loca, pero a mí no me importa. Entra mi mente toca. Loca, dice que estoy loca, pero a mí no me importa.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm keeping everything. So as soon as I'm done with it, we're gonna bounce it down. I'm gonna keep this one session of arcade. That's how we gonna do it. We gonna bounce that baby down. So now I'm gonna take this volume up just a little bit.
Dice que estoy loca, pero a mí no me importa. Entra mi mente toca. Va, loca. Dice que soy loca, pero a mí no me importa.
I like that. I like that a whole lot. So now let's see. Let's see here. So another thing I like to do sometimes is take something like this, right? So you got the re-sequencers. See if there's something that fit there. I kind of like that a little bit. Let's see. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take her vocal off right now, and then we'll just kind of come back to it. We got this first part that's already pretty cool, so we know if we build off of that, then we'll at least have something that we got working from there. So now, let's see here. I kind of like that a little bit. Let's see. Is that cool? So what I'm gonna do is let's see what it's actually doing. So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna hit the edit. And so now you have this set up and it's gonna show you exactly where it's jumping from. So it's going from 1112233. So it's basically going here 3 times 1112233 on this one. And then it reverse. Okay, so I kind of dig that. I dig that. So let's stick with it for now. We're gonna stick with it for now. So we got 2 pieces right here, right now. Slide that down like that. We may cut some of that out. We may kind of cut it back in a bit, but right now we're rolling with it for right now. So what I'm gonna do now? Let's do a. Let's see if there's something cool out there. Ooh. I kind of like that. I kind of like that a little bit. Let's see if that works though. All right, so now let's see here. We're gonna see if we can make it work. So let's go ahead and quantize that. Nope. missed all of them like that. Ooh, it's way off. So let's do this because I like the first part is done. So what I'll do here, just strip back all this stuff. First part sounds good. And so I know it kind of sounds chaotic right now, but okay, so now I'm not really digging this that much now that I got the drum. And so also, let's see if, let's go here. I think this one. So I'm going to, let's see. So I like it better like that. Okay, so then I'm going to see if I like bringing that tone down. All right, so, and then from there, all I need is this. Yeah. So I'm gonna take that up too. Bring it down a little bit. Now, if you go to mixer, you can mix this stuff in here too. Okay, so I kind of like the vibe that it's giving me. So see what it sounds like with the vocal.
Dice que estoy loca, pero a mí no me importa. Entre mi mente toca, loca. Dice que estoy loca, pero a mí no me importa. Entre mi mente toca, 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 toca. Dice que estoy loca, pero a mí no me importa.
Yeah, we'll keep it just like that. Let's oh no. Bounce that down. Let's see here.
Dice que estoy loca, pero a mí no me importa. Entre mi mente toca, loca. Dice que estoy loca, pero a mí no me importa.
So, all right, cool. Now, so now what I want to do, let's do this. Let's go to, let's see. I don't know. Let's see what's the probably something that'll fit there. Let's go here. Let's check out some of these vocals here. And so now, what I'm going to do with this is that I'm going to, on this here, right? So I'm going to stretch this all the way out. I want the whole sound of this. Let's just, okay. And so what I'm going to do is we're going to go here. We're going to go into edit. We're going to create a resequencer. I'm going to show you how to do this, right? So this particular, what I'm going to do, matter of fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this one to a resequencer. I'm going to change this. We're going to go here. And now we're at a blank thing. Right? So how can I make this my own? So I'm gonna say maybe this, and instead of it cutting off at when I'm gonna do half a bar, yeah, so I'm gonna stop here. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something like that. Something like that. So on this last one, I'm gonna reverse it. Maybe like that. So maybe, let's see, how do I want to do this? How do I want to do it? Now, let me tell y'all this too. So this right here, these at the bottom are attack and decays. So I can bring up the attack a little bit, which will be on this number 1 note. So the attack is, so it just kind of glides in with the attack up. Right? And take the decay out. Right? So if I wanted to do that, I can do that. I kind of like what it's doing now. And I'll take a little bit more of the attack down. I'm gonna take, now this is the volume. I'm gonna take this volume down on the second one. Now if I wanted to, I could take, this is the speed here. I'm gonna do a half. Yeah. It's a little cleaner in my opinion. Let's do it back at 1. No. Now I'm tripping. Let's do. No. I like that. Now I could. Then I'm gonna do. Okay, watch this. So now instead of 5, I'm gonna do 10. And then, so on the second time around, I'm gonna do the same pattern over again. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna say 4 here. I'm gonna do 11. See if this works. And then a 2. So let's make this another half. So this one, I'm gonna make 2 16s. That should fit. All right, so I'm gonna do, instead of, I'm gonna make 2 Both of these three, then a 4-2. Yep. And then what I'll probably do is let's change this. Maybe I don't know, how do I want to change it at the end? Yeah, I like that one. That's how we'll do it, just like that. I kind of like it like that better. So I hope y'all looked at that. So I basically completely changed up the way that it was flowing all the way around. So I took that pattern and created another pattern in resequencer. That is another major way that you can flip these different samples in here, is in that resequencer. So it's kind of like Looperator. Looperator will allow you to trigger certain things throughout the loop, which will completely destroy it and make it whatever you want that loop to do. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let's see what we got. TT, the manager, say now add A&R Scout to the list of the T responsibilities. Shout out to TT. That's my dog right there. That's my dog. Great Keys, he like it. He like it. That's what I'm talking about, my boy. He said, I'm telling y'all, our arcade is crazy. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Arcade is what it is. So let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and get back to it. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to the loop. And you know what? You could do that. Could do that too. So we'll do it. I kind of like this way better, where it gives that little space in the middle of it. Let's see here. So now just imagine that came from you see how you can flip this? You can flip this in so many different ways. So many different ways you can do. Oh my God. 2 Nickels in the building. What's up, 2 Nickels? My boy done joined the live stream. That's what I'm talking about. What's up, 2 Nickels? Man, we just in here flipping this old arcade, bro. We flipping this arcade, man. But I just wanted y'all to see how I did that in resequencer. You can basically, let me go back to it real quick here. You can basically take these little numbers here and slide them anywhere on this loop that you want to. You can turn the snap off if you want to and do it, slide it where you don't have to fit in those lines, depending on what it is. Now with this particular loop here, I kind of like it where the lines are, but usually with vocals, I would take the snap off and slide it around and just kind of find little spots where most people wouldn't find little spots at. But that's what this is all for, right? Come in here, have fun with it, find those spots that nobody else is going to find. So if let's go to another one. Let's go to like this one, right? Matter of fact, let's change one of these to a resequencer. So we change this to a resequencer, right? So with this being a vocal, right? So I can take this and just and move this. Right? You can just find these spots. You can just find anything. You can find any spot you want to and just keep sliding to it till it find. Just slide it into it. Hit somewhere that is just dope. But you slide it back a little bit. Got that. Got a different sound. Nobody would ever know where you got this stuff from. It's a completely different sound. All you gotta do is take that snap off, slide it around. I do this with the sounds, and I do this with the vocals. I do this with a bunch of stuff. So that's one. That's another way. It's like, oh, I done messed my little spot up. Hold on. Let's go back. Let's go back to my little. I think I moved it around. Yep. So never mind. We'll just put it back where it go. And I keep doing that. Let's just go back and find it. That's where it's gonna go. We'll just leave it there. You can, of course. Now, here go another thing here. Here go another one. So you got all these little buttons here. All these buttons mean something, right? So let's just say if, you know what? Here's what we do. Let's do this. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead. Let's go ahead and bounce this. And then we're gonna find another sound, right? And we'll bring that down here. Okay, so boom, here we go. So let's find something else. Let's do, I don't know. Let's go back to Honey. Honey is more like an R&B sound. Let's do. got a bass already. Never mind. I don't want to do that. So I tell you what, let's go here. Let's go to the keys here. This is a whole nother world. A whole nother world. This is the keys. So we in the C. Probably let's see what we can find to this bass line. Let's see here. Let's find another sound though. Let's take a look. Do I like that? Let's see. I don't know. Maybe that. Let's just go with that. We'll go with that, right? This just for the example, man. We're just kind of playing around. I want to do more of showing you what it is than all the other stuff, right? Now, these are keys, right? So let's go in here, layers, right? Hold on, let's fix this correctly. Yeah, that first one is off. You know what? I'm just gonna play it simple. Just like that. Anyway, I won't hit the right button. Dang, it's still off. My timing is off really, really bad. But it's all good. There we go. Snap that baby to the thing, man. It's all good. So now we got that, right? So let's do this. Check this out. Check this out. Matter of fact, we have a sound. Okay, so we got the keys, right? So let's do this. I'm going to go here and I'm going to create a new note kit. Boom. So I'm at a blank screen, right? Now, I play nothing. There's nothing there. Now we know what that is though, right? So now we're gonna go here to a layer. Man, I'm teaching y'all some game right now, bro. This is game right here. So I'm gonna go here. which is my source. This is an untitled source. This is my source browser. You click this, it brings you here. Now, I can go in here and I'm going to find a sound. Let's go here. Just you click these little spots. And you find something. Let's just say that's a low. Let's do. Let's go back to downtime. No. Is it? Yeah. So boom. So I'm gonna create that. Right. So this is a source. Right. That's pretty crazy. So I'm going to take off a little of the back end of it. Just for the crackle effect, right? Turn this down just a little bit. So it just got a little crackle in the background. That's all it's doing. Matter of fact, yeah, it's just got a little crackle going on. So let's go to here now. Let's go and find. Let's go to probably. Let's see. Let's go to Honey. Honey got. I don't want another. We'll take that. Just for the example. All right. So now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and filter that top end for me. That's the bring it down a little bit more. And then I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna slide this over, slide that attack just a little bit so it don't hit right on it. Then I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna even go even farther than that, right? So let's go to here and let's find another sound. Let's see, man, I don't know. Let's just see if this is something. This is a hook vocal. Let's see if it does something special. Oh, it's still downloading. So basically, you downloading this, and you gotta give it time to download. I'm just clicking on it, but you know, all right, cool. So boom, Diravox 1 Me. I don't know what it. So that's pretty cool. So now it's high pitched. So I can bring this down like some semitones. So let's say like 12. I'm gonna do the same thing, fade it in just a little bit. Bring a little of that top off. Bring the volume. Now, what we have did is created our own kit. We've created our own note kit. This is available in the arcade, right? So now that I've created that, there's a couple things that I'm going to make sure on here. I'm not going to go deep into that, but You can go over here to your advanced and dial in a couple things here. You can do a flutter. You can do vocal voices, how many voices you want it to be, up to 32 of them. So I'm gonna leave it at 16. Do the same thing. I don't really care about any of this at the moment. What I will do is go ahead and create the color just so it'll fit the one above, so it'll fit this one. So something with it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring this in so it'll hit right on the one. Right? All right, so cool. Now I'm going to the mixer. So I'm gonna go here. All these both off right here. I just want to hear this one. Right, so I got a chorus. Right? Now, check this out. So now that I have that going, right? Let me make sure it's up. Let me go ahead and stop this. Let me make sure I ain't missing nothing. Let me see what I'm missing here. Let's see here. Let's see. Great Keys say this is a master class. Yo, I'm passing it out, bro. This, you can get creative if you want to. $1 million game. Yeah. So yes. So let's get back to it. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. And again, man, anybody want to jump on the stream, you can. There is the link. You can jump on. You can be live with your boy if you want to. It is available. Maybe you can give some input on this. Who knows? But anyway, let's get back to it. All right, so we back. All right, so now we have this going. And it got a little wobble to it. Right? So check this out. So I'm gonna right click on that, right? And what I'm going to do, now there's two ways that I can do this. I can assign this to a macro, right? Macro is the sliders that go up and down. You can do it like that. Or depending on if you want it to sound like this at all times, you can go here to modulator. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an LFO. Now as you see, this thing is going crazy, right? There's this halfway line here and you see the arrows going up and down. So if I pull this arrow back, it's going to shape that up for me, right? Now it's going a little fast. I want to slow this down. So I'm gonna go to modulator and I'm gonna go to the LFO. This is where this is pulling from. So now what I want to do is I want to slow this down, right? So let's say if I want to slow it down to a half. Let's see what that sounds like. So maybe I want to slow it down even more, like a bar. Right? Now I can control this how much I wanted to do here also. If I want to go all the way, I could do that too. But I wanted to just come here. Now, let's say if I wanted this to come to another spot, all I got to do is pull this down. Now, let's say if I wanted to go farther, I can either go back there and do it, or I can just right click, go here. I can edit and still bring it up if I wanted to, right? I can control how deep I want it to go. Pause. right? So now I have that. Let's say if I wanted to add, let's say like a phaser to this. Does it? And then, you know what? Let me do this too because it's cutting off. No, I'll leave it cutting off. Matter of fact, I'll leave it there. Matter of fact, I just drag this out just a little bit further because I'm going to do some kind of reverb trick to it too. Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll leave it just like that. Boom. Right now, it just sounds like that. Yeah, that's cool. All right. So now we have that going, right? We can add all of. You want to add this stuff? You can do the same thing. You add it. Doing the same time as the other one. So it added same way. Add there, right? So now I'm gonna take this reverb here. This is CN1. This is CN1 here. I'm gonna bring my reverb up a little bit. I can change this, make it bigger or smaller, however I want to. And then I can go here and add another one to that. So let's say if I wanted to add a filter, take off the top end. Now, so let's say 100%, right? Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a macro because I want to control when that reverb is there and when that reverb is not, okay? So I'm going to just right click here, assign to a macro. We'll do number 1. Then I'm going to come here to my macro. This is number 1. Double tap that. We're going to name this a reverb, right? So what I want this to do is that I want it to come, I wanted to start at 0 when it's down, and then I wanted to go all the way to 100% when it's over. And then you can gauge this however you want to. Just for the example, I'm going to do 100%, right? So let's go to macros. Now, as we see, if we go 100% down, the macro go up. This knob right here goes backwards. See how that does? I take it up, it goes down. I take it down, it goes up. I don't want it to do that. I want it to go from 0 to 100 when I turn it up. So I'm going to take this, slide it all the way over to 100%. Then I'm going to, right here in the middle of this button here, I'm going to click and drag down. And as you can see, this, where you see the little slider is leaving like this little pathway behind it. I don't know if you can really see that or not, but it's like this little gray pathway. And so I just want to bring it all the way down. So now it's at 0 and this is at 0 also. So if I take this up, now that volume goes up. I can map that however I want it. So now when I play it, there's no reverb to reverb, right? Now, so you can also go here. So if I turn that down, matter of fact, I'm just going to route this real quick so I can have a little control over it myself. Let's go this here. Boom, there we go. So as you can see, as I turn this, it's turning it at the top also. Matter of fact, let's just go crazy with the reverb so you can hear it. Right? You can hear it. So you know it's there. Then we even go here, delay. You can turn the feedback up or down, high pass, low pass, all of that. You can sync it, you can ping pong it, you can do it free if you want to. Now, I'm gonna show you one that's even crazier than that, right? So let's say if I wanted this, here go a crazy one. Let's say if I wanted the delay itself to change speeds, right? So let's say if I wanted to go from slow to fast, I want the delay speed to go from slow to fast, right? So let's say if I want to start it at 1/4, we're going to create another macro, right? And we're going to make this macro, we're going to go crazy with it. We're going to go crazy with this. So we already got that going. So in this one, we're going to add, this is going to be, let's say like speed delay. I don't know, right? Same concept, same thing, same trick. We're going to go all the way up. Matter of fact, we're not going to go all the way up. We're going to go about right there. I don't know where that is, but that's where we'll start at. We're going to drag that down just so you're starting from 0, right? So I don't know what this is going to sound like, but we're going to go for it. Let's see. I'm going to go here. Let's go ahead and let's map that real quick. Yeah, so we can map that. So now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take look at that. That's pretty cool. See? You can get crazy creative with this. I'm telling you. If you want to go faster, you can do this. Same thing, edit, just drag it a little farther along. Just click anywhere. Now you locked in. You can do all kind of stuff with this stuff, man. I'm telling you. Arcade is man, you can do all kind of stuff in here. That's just one layer. You can do all these different things with the other layers also. So let's add all the other layers back and let's see. Matter of fact, I'm going to add some. I want this one. No, that's the wrong one. I want this one. I'm going to take the feedback down just a little bit. I'm going to take this one, add the reverb so you can hear it all together. Do crazy, right? So let's say if let's change this, right? Let's say this was let's change this to like a pad. So this was the crackling, right? So we're gonna change this to a pad. So let's go to distant voices. That is something. Let's see. That's the one. We're going to add that. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to create some kind of rhythm with this, right? So now I'm going to turn the filter off. And I'm going to start this from about here. So I'm gonna drag this up, right? And what this is gonna do is that it's going to, I got this metronome looking deal here, and what it's gonna do is it's gonna play it forth and then play it back. So it's gonna go forward and backwards, right? So every time I hold it, right? I'm gonna bring this in so that right? And I'm gonna drop this down to 12. Then I'm gonna change this to the top end instead of the front end, just like the rest of them. Now that I have this on here, I'm gonna go ahead and stretch this out. I'm gonna go ahead and stretch these out because I want the pad to play all at the same time, right? So take that. Stretches all the way out. You still hear that reverb going. Yeah. It's just some little simple chords, nothing serious, right? Yeah. Okay. Like that. We'll just do that for right now, right? So I want to make this match, so I'm gonna bring this down to C1, and we'll just leave it there. Normally I would take this up to match the C7, but I'm not worried about it at this point. All right. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give a little rhythm to this volume here. So I'm gonna take this, we're gonna go this to, which one I want to do? Let's do clickable LFO. So we'll go to modulation, go to clickable LFO down here. Right? So now I can do randomize and it just creates something crazy, right? So what I'm gonna do is keep it there. Let's say we'll go double click here. Let's double click here. Then bring it to where it kind of loops itself, right? Humanizing just to kind of make it more human-like. And you can do it like that too. So it sounds more like a pad, right? So let's say we keep that. Then, right? Then we're gonna go to arpeggiator, right? Now that we're in arpeggiator, we turn this on. Right? So we can come here, we can choose whatever we want. Right? Now Now let's reset the layer, right? So I'm gonna do, let's say like if I want to do, let's make this one like a half. Let's say, let's see, so I'm gonna make this 16. Too fast. I think it's 16. Yeah, so maybe this is I think this is too. Maybe, and then it's, I think it's, let's see, no. Maybe it's 3 of them. No, it's 1. So we'll just leave that, just for the sake of what we got going on. Right? Now we can come in here. Now we got the volume. We can come in here and do the length. We shorten this length. Matter of fact, we hit the dice. That's pretty cool. Now we can come here, hit some chords. I like that. Let's take this up a little bit. Right? We can even come here and do octaves if we wanted to. Matter of fact, we'll do this one and then kind of go down. So and then you come here and this little button here, save this, and we can just name it live stream. That's what we'll just name it, live stream. So now if I go in here to the user, you'll see it in the user here, live stream, right? So if I wanted to add like another one, all I got to do is add that to it. So let's say if I wanted to come down here and add the C, which was the other sound, the one that we did not mess with. This is the vocal I want to say. I can come here. I mean, right here in the middle, come to user, live stream, same thing. Now we got some bounce to it. Right? And we don't want that. We can take the all the kind of stuff we want to do with this one. So let's see what we got. Let's see what we can space it out at. probably do is take like this, just to clear up like some space, maybe. Just take this little spot right here. Take that little spot right there, just that little spot. Right there. And then put it on every, like, fourth count here. Crazy, bro. If you start on the end. That junk is crazy. I love it. That junk is crazy. I love that. We created our own we created our own little sound, right? So no matter what you do, right? And if you decide that you don't want the arpeggiator, you can turn them off and then just play just the original sound. But you created your own sound. 9 times out of 10, nobody's going to chop that up the way you did. So let's go here. Now we're going to do a sampler kit. We're going to save that, do a sampler kit, right? Is it going to play? So let's just take that, right? As you can see, this is in G sharp minor. So we're going to take that, drag it over here. We're going to drop it. Now, we drag this over here and drop it down in this first one. That's where it is. So now, this thing just synced it to the session. So now, Arcade knows that it's C minor, right? So Arcade is going to automatically switch this down to a C minor. Now, this is in a G sharp minor. So I'm going to come here just in case it don't. I'm going to hit that auto. Now it changes it to C minor. Right? Now maybe sometime, depending on how they have it noted, it might be a little off. Yeah, so I think it's off. I don't think it's right. Let's see here. So this is G sharp minor, B major. Right. Either way, you can find this, fine tune it however you want to, but now you have your loop in here. Same thing apply. You can bring this in. You can snap to a grid here. Pull this. Maybe all you want is this part. Then you can take this. You can even add some attack to it. You can do the same thing. You can modify it. You can add it to the mixer. You can create a send chain. Same way. Just these two little buttons here. And so when you see the send, you bring this send up because you want the reverb, right? And that's where it is. Send one verb. This is your first send right here. If you wanted to add your delay, which is send 2, you'll bring send 2 up. And that's how you would do that. Right? You can add here. You can add over here. If you wanted to add something individual to the sends, you can do that. You can even create your macros to change anything you want. Maybe you might want your macros to affect just your reverb. You can do that. You can set it up to do just reverb, just like we did in the note keys. Same exact concept. Modulation, same exact concept. Everything is the exact concept, but now you're bringing in your loops. You can even, if you are a vocalist and you sing, maybe you have vocal hooks that you've been singing. Maybe you play guitar. Maybe you play drums. Maybe you play piano, keyboard, whatever. If you're saving this stuff, let me see your face. I want to see your face. If you're saving this stuff, and let's say you're saving it in your computer on your hard drive, drag that stuff in Arcade, chop that stuff up, move it around, mess with the whatever. You can mess with anything going here, change that stuff around. Arcade will find the actual key. Even if it's off, just twist it, turn it until it sounds right. One of these tunes is going to get it right. Normally it's usually on point. But it's so many different things you can do in it. Just go in there and twist those knobs, man. It's so many different things you can do. You can take a loop and really dissect it. Just chop it up as much as you want to.